In 2025, social media is king. It occupies people's time more than movies and television. Because of this, the world has created social media influencers. For some reason, these people are held to a very high standard in our society because so many people love them. It's funny because arguably, they're not the most talented people. Sure, there's people who can do amazing things on the internet, but the people I'm going to be talking about today really are just average people who got famous. According to Pam Rutledge, a PhD at Fielding Graduate University, social media fame relies more on the fan's sense of connection to the influencer rather than the influencer's talent and skill. That basically means the internet shenanigans they do on a daily basis and film and upload makes them fabulously wealthy and creates a healthy ego. That seems all fine and dandy until the problem arises when these people get so internet famous that they start to lose themselves and cause more harm to their audience than good. Two public figures have done that on the internet better than most people. Hi, I'm Julia Szczepanski, and today I'm doing a deep dive on how the Paul brothers lost themselves on the internet and caused a lot of harm to their beloved audience. So this all begins when the Paul brothers started making videos for fun, but after millions of dollars and billions of views later, they have changed from innocent people to literally professional deviants. This video will show you what extreme influence and constant attention can turn a person into. To understand how this all happened, you have to go way back to 2013. In 2013, the social media platform Vine was invented. When this app launched, it featured 6-second videos that would loop over and over again. This concept was extremely engaging and pretty new for its time. To the young audience that primarily used Vine, this app became quickly popular. This immediately rose above Instagram and YouTube. So this app, to say the least, is very iconic. Vine birthed hilarious trends and memes people still quote today.
What are those? LeBron James. It's Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
As a result, it also created Vine starting influencers. A lot of these influencers that we know became celebrities in 2025. Some celebrities you may not have known started on Vine include Shawn Mendes, David Dobrik, Cameron Dallas, and tons more. Logan Paul and Jake Paul. They grew from Vine, but eventually started to post on other social media platforms.
Gonna have to write you a ticket. It's a handicap spot. You know you can't park here. Ah! Okay. All right. 2, 1. Loser.
Vine influencers slowly stopped posting on the app after acquiring large viewers. Unfortunately, this led to the demise of the beloved app Vine. Vine was deleted in 2016. Catherine Rowell from the Business Chief says this happened because the app became increasingly outdated. Vine could not keep up. It was great while it lasted, though. So the end of Vine led to the Paul brothers to take their talents to YouTube. This was a really good idea for them because YouTube at the time and now is a juggernaut. According to Global Media Insight, over 1 billion hours of YouTube is watched daily. The human brain can literally not even comprehend that. So the Pauls saw massive growth in their audience from this move to YouTube. After a couple years on YouTube, they had over 100 million followers combined across multiple platforms. Their primary demographic on these platforms was children. I actually was one of them. At the time, when I was about 14, was a proud little gangster and Jake Pauler. It's pretty embarrassing now, and a lot of children don't realize how cringe it is, but it just shows how undeveloped a child's mind is. So, because of their millions of children viewers, what else to do but exploit them? The brothers exploited their audience heavily. They produced merchandise and marketed it extremely well. Children were begging their hardworking parents for clothing with a bird on it. This is when they started to become more and more money hungry. They saw how much they got from merch sales and went crazy. They upload every day and would average 10 million views of video. According to algorithm data from Social Blade, Logan Paul's YouTube channel has reached over 1 billion views. The Paul brothers' videos were highly engaging to kids due to the fast-paced editing and loud, boisterous characters. Very important, I preface how many kids Jake and Logan were actually influencing. What Logan Paul did in 2017 was insane. On December 31st, 2017, Logan Paul uploaded a very infamous vlog from a trip to Japan. The video was Logan going to camp in the suicide forest. The video took a dark turn when they saw a dead man hanging from a tree. You have an audience of millions of children. Instead of making children content, you post a dead body? I personally did watch the video though before it was deleted. And the messed up problem, when I was watching that video, I finished it and I really didn't see a problem. I was so used to Logan Paul's brain rot that a dead body literally raised 0 red flags. He was desensitizing his audience to his bullshit. After a couple hours, the video blew up and was on national news.
ABC News exclusive with Logan Paul, the YouTube superstar who has millions of young followers and has made millions of dollars with his zany videos online. Recently, as you know, came under fire for posting an alarming video showing the body of a person who took their own life.
If you're curious how YouTube responded to their golden boy's little mistake, well, according to the BBC, YouTube removed all his channels from the YouTube's Google Preferred program. That program is where brands sell ads on the platforms of the top 5% of creators. YouTube also said it had to put a hold on his original projects. Sadly, no one got to see the sequel of The Thinning. I talked about earlier how they got tons of backlash. That's because it took YouTube 10 days to respond. But with enough public backlash, they kind of had to respond. After some time, Logan's career never really bounced back. He still gets a lot of flack for that today, as he should. He lost a lot of fans and he has a permanently tarnished reputation. His brother Jake, arguably the lesser of the two evils, got a lot of backlash as well due to association. The dead body incident really opened people's eyes to what these two were doing though. After a couple of years, the Pauls started to change their brands a little more. Jake started boxing and really found success in winning 12 fights and losing 1. Of course, he only fought one boxer his age and weight, and that was his only loss. Logan started to do other things like open Pokemon cards and join the WWE. That would have been fine if those two just stuck to their respected new avenues. But everything changed when Logan Paul got another light bulb. Logan had a brilliant idea to start a new NFT token, CryptoZoo. The concept is kind of hard to explain. I don't even think Logan knows what it is. But basically, upon launching CryptoZoo, Logan promoted it as a fun game that earns you money. This was a promise that did not deliver. In 2021, the game was launched and people started spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on CryptoZoo. To explain the game, you buy an egg and it hatches into some weird animal. Then you can breed your animals and create more eggs. The problem is the initial eggs never hatched, so no one got what they paid for. Fans started to worry and asked Logan,
What's going on, Logan? You promised us a fun game, but nothing's working.
and Logan said, nothing. He ghosted them. And he successfully got the money in his pocket. Everything was gonna be fine. Logan got away with it. His fans are chirping, but eventually their voices will be drowned out. But it wasn't, because a YouTube journalist named CoffeeZilla blew up the whole operation. But Logan had a defense to CoffeeZilla, publishing all this truth and exposing Logan for the awesome guy he is. Logan claimed that someone else was behind it. This does happen a lot. According to the Conference of Web and Social Media, to ensure a lot of these scams reach a large audience, there have been recent reports of attackers hiring social media influencers or online shrills to promote their NFTs. These tactics can create an illusion of value, demand, and hype for the fraudulent NFT. This leads, of course, to financial losses for those who invest in these assets. Crazy because some reports claim that more than $100 million are lost due to these NFT scams. But another issue with CryptoZoo is he claimed it made no money. It made a lot of money, but not for the investors who bought the eggs, but for the creators. According to the BBC, CryptoZoo attracted about $18.5 million in investment. Logan's justification, and I'm not joking, it's not my fault. The guy I hired scammed, not me. You hired him. You don't do a background check? CoffeeZilla totally exposed, and Logan was furious. So how does he respond? He launches a lawsuit against CoffeeZilla. It's also really funny to point out that in 2024, Prime, his brand of hydration with KSI, another YouTuber, sold over $1 billion in revenue. This man bleeds money, but can't pay a couple $1 million back to the fans who've always supported him. It's interesting because he literally just bought a $35 million house. What about the victims of CryptoZoo? So now currently the lawsuit is still going on and Coffee is now countersuing Logan for legal funds. It's pretty crazy. So how did this normal guy from Ohio go from filming funny skits to filming a dead body to scamming his fans for millions of dollars? The answer is simple: money and fame. These two are really an excellent case study for why social media influencing is very harmful, not just to the person, but to the audience. These two really lost themselves. And as of 2025, They're both extremely successful. Logan is in the WWE, and Jake Paul is boxing 60-year-olds. But overall, Jake, I guess, is the better of the two. Basically, these people have desensitized themselves to the point where all morality went right out the window, into a wood chipper, then into a fire pit. Some suggestions for influencers I have is, I suggest you stay grounded, have some kind of ethical standard, and a message to the audience members who still support the Paul brothers. Please consider to not, for your own peace, unless you value profit over ethics. This video just makes me want to go outside and touch grass. Have a good one.